Because your TBR shelf can never be too full, let's talk about my top 5 most anticipated books for July that I'm going to be reading, the ones that I most am excited for. But before we do that, we're going to actually pick out, for the first time ever, a book from one of my shelves back here using my new claw machine. The first book on my TBR reading list is going to be Darkly by Marisha Pessl. This is a book about a girl who has created some video games, and she gets chosen to be a part of this like highly coveted internship, but then somebody ends up dying, and so they have to go into the game and find out how and who, what happened, etc. I'm actually really glad I'm getting to this one because it's been on my shelf for a while. My next 2 books are ones that were sent to me from the publisher, and I have been really excited to start them. The first one is Girls Who Play Dead by Joelle Wellington. Looks, it matches my outfit. This is a story about someone who leaves his hometown for a while. Then his sister's best friend ends up dying, so he comes back, and then he kind of gets sucked into this whole town and their beauty brand and things. It sounds very fun. The next book is The Moss by Lisa Lueddecke. This is a story, of course, about a sister who disappears, and the girl is trying to find her, but she's pulled into this like moss area, and it's very creepy. I like the vibes. I think they're going to be great for fall, even though I'm reading it in the summertime. My number 3 book is called Dead of Summer by Jessa Maxwell, which is really funny because I'm actually going to be reading another book called The Dead of Summer later on, but that's another month. So in this book, it is another disappearance, although it's a beachside town, and then more people go missing, and 3 people kind of have to come together and figure out what happened. We read a lot of books about people missing. It is, but I really like this author, especially from what they've done in the past. Number 2, I have You Belong Here by Megan Miranda, and funnily enough, I did get this from NetGalley, but it is also a pick for Book of the Month for July, so I did pick that up as well. Again, we have a missing roommate while our main character is in college, and she never wants to go back, never wants to hear anything about it, and then her daughter actually applies to go to the college, and I think something funky is going to happen. But again, here we are with the missing people one more time. And my most anticipated read is The Library at Hellebore. This is by Cassandra Khaw. I'm actually reading this with my brother this month, and it is a dark academia book. It's about monsters, but then something happens where they go on a rampage, and people are trampled or dying. It reminds me a lot of the Scholomance series, so I'm very excited for this one as well. What are you reading this month? Let me know.